So imagine you are standing on a beach, right? And there's this massive Category 5 hurricane just bearing down on you.
Yeah, not exactly the best place to be.
Definitely not. But you basically have two choices. You can either tie yourself to this huge heavy rock and just pray you outlast the wind, or you grab a surfboard and try to ride the 50-foot tsunami.
Right, which sounds completely insane, but in algorithmic trading, running away isn't really an option programmed into the code.
Exactly. And that's what we're getting into in today's deep dive into the July 13th, 2026 simulation logs from Team AI Lab. Our mission today is to look at how two completely opposed strategic philosophies try to survive a market where, well, the existing logic is just shattered.
Yeah, and those two philosophies are basically the rot and the surfboard. You've got team mountain climbers who are seeking equilibrium and stillness in the chaos, and then you have team wave riders.
The surfer.
Exactly, the surfers. They attempt to harness the surging momentum of those rough seas no matter how wild it gets out there.
But looking at these daily scores, the reality is just brutal right now. The climbers took a 42.3 point hit, and the riders just completely wiped out. They crashed by 89.7 points.
Yeah, it's a massive hit. But it's not just the sheer numbers. The really abnormal part is the divergence against the major indices.
Wait, you mean how the climbers were actually up 4.8 points compared to the Nikkei, but the riders were down 1.6 against the TOPIX?
Precisely. That tells us the very rules of the market have changed. It's this completely abnormal state where the old physics just fail.
Which honestly makes me wonder, if the laws of physics just broke, why are they deploying the new forces today? The logs show 3 new climber units and 2 new rider units drafted into the 10-session protocol. Why send fresh recruits into a wood chipper?
Well, that's actually exactly when you want to test new logic.
Oh, because the old maps are useless anyway.
Right, exactly. You can't navigate this storm with pre-storm data, but it's really rough out there for the main forces, the active rosters. Out of 19 active climbers and 21 active riders, almost all of them are just being swallowed by the storm.
Almost all, yeah. But not everyone, right? Because I noticed exactly 6 climbers and 5 riders are miraculously holding positive points. They're like these tiny lighthouses in the dark.
That's a great way to put it. Those few adapters are finding a way through.
So, what are they seeing that the others are completely blind to?
It comes down to the information and communication sector. The final scorecards for units finishing their 10-session runs today actually showed positive completions there.
Oh, wow. Wait, really?
Yeah, plus 8.6 points for the climbers and plus 3.9 for the riders. They proved that adaptation is actually possible if you pivot away from physical supply chain shocks and move into digital infrastructure.
Right, finding stillness or momentum in the digital space.
Yeah.
But still, taking a step back to the season standings, it's a bloodbath. The climbers are at negative 5.9 points, and the riders have a massive negative 75.1 point deficit.
Which is a good time to remind everyone that this deep dive is strictly a pure observation log of algorithmic behavior.
Yeah, absolutely not investment advice.
Exactly. We are just looking at simulation results under specific extreme conditions.
Kind of reminds me of crash testing a car. The destruction of the car isn't a failure. It's the entire point of the test.
That is exactly the cold, forward-looking research posture of Team AI Lab. Today's severe losses are just precious observation data.
Data they need to engineer the next victory.
Right, they need to see how the logic breaks to build stronger algorithms for the future.
Which leaves you with a really provocative question to think about. When the market's rules suddenly rewrite themselves out of nowhere, is it ultimately safer to seek equilibrium, or do you try to ride the chaos?
It's the ultimate dilemma.
It really is. Well, if you want to keep tracking this experiment, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, click the link in the video description to visit the Team AI Lab Substack. You can sign up for a Substack subscription right there to access all their detailed premium analytical data. Catch you next time.